Good day everyone. I've decided to rework my earlier version of this video as I took a bit too long to get to the point. My PC is a bit too well equipped as it's able to run PC Building Simulator at 60 FPS V-synced with no problems. So for the mod we are about to install, we have to take the watt value. So in principle the power draw. If your game is still running before you attempt anything, please save it and then return to the main menu. Memorize your version number, as this will be very important for later on. Now you can exit the game. The mods or the asset file we are about to overwrite is version specific. So if you end up installing the asset file of an earlier version of PC Building Simulator, you might end up corrupting your game. It won't start. So please take a moment to watch this video through and don't act too soon, because it might do more damage than you actually want. So before we overwrite anything, we first will attempt to verify the installed data for errors, as it might happen that during the download something gets lightly corrupted and can be used fully, causing the game to lag. So if you press here on downloads, you will see that it's doing its thing, reading through the installed data, and if it finds anything damaged or broken, it will instantly download and rewrite those files. So let it run. If you have the game on Steam, simply just right click and open library. Sadly I don't have the game here on Steam, so I just demonstrated on Barotrauma. Go into properties, local files, and verify integrity of the game files. This will do exactly the same as here Epic Games does, and will replace the broken data. After this has finished, you can hop back into the game and look if it's fixed anything for you. If it didn't help and you're still experiencing pretty low frame rates, you can click on the link, which I'll provide in the description, and it will take you onto the ModDB landing page of the user Sceefs, which gladly has focused on publishing these PCBS FPS boost mods. His most recent post is for 1.15. I know that it's already 1.15.1 and will soon be 1.15.3. If you happen to currently watch this video and the version of PC Building Simulator exceeds the provided version of the mod, please do not attempt the overwrite, as it will most likely fail and corrupt your game. Give Sceefs a few days to react and put out an appropriate asset file to overwrite. And don't act too soon, because, as I already said, it will do more damage than you want. So, I already downloaded these files, and before you overwrite anything, locate the PCBS directory, and first, I already did this, copy the saves folder onto your desktop. Save your progress please, so it can't get lost. Next step, copy the original global game manager's asset file, as this is the file which will be overwritten, onto your desktop as well, like this. Next step, actually wait a second, if you have the game on Steam, you just have to head into the Steam folder, Steam Apps, Common, and here you will find the PCBS directory, which will most likely be organized just the same and will require the same safety steps. These two files will be your lifeline in case anything happens. So, next step, open the corresponding launcher folder in which you have PCBS installed and overwrite the global game manager's asset file. Confirm the overwrite and you're done. The mod is installed and all it will do is turn off certain graphical elements which cause your game to lag. We sadly cannot make out if it really improves the framerate, as the framerate is logged and I for some reason can't get it out of VSync. So we'll just observe the power draw. It was above 50 watts at first and is now at 23, which is very good at first sight. We will now hop into the game and see if it worked. Yes, indeed. So the power draw from before went down by about 18 or 19 watts. If you are standing here right now and your framerate improved by a major amount, well done. Have a great time and enjoy the game. If it didn't, then sadly my only advice is to go ahead, ask your neighbors, ask your relatives if they have anything lying around in the vicinity, or for you to purchase from them, because as the current graphics card prices are quite high, you should not resort to buying a completely new one. You don't need a completely new one. Just go ahead and try to gather a used one and replace your current graphics card, or if you don't have one, just install one. A GTX 750 or 760 will already be more than enough to run this game smoothly on lowest settings, because I still have it on Fantastic, I guess. And if you can if you can afford it, feel free to go ahead and look for something used, but before you buy it, make sure the seller has some way of showing that it works, so you don't buy anything broken. That's the most important part of buying used computer hardware. Always make sure that it works before you purchase it. Bring like an empty case or your PC, bring it with you with a monitor and plug in the card you're about to buy and just hit it for a start. If it boots, fine. Look into the device manager, check if the card is running. If it works, if it runs the games you want to play, then it's alright. Feel free to buy it. So, thanks for watching. I will put a link to the older video in the comment section, so you can read through the comments if anything goes wrong, to get kind of a view on what can happen or what cannot. And see you next time.